Congress could allow heavier semi-trucks on American highways as part of the Build America 250 Act. Legislators are deciding whether they'll increase the allowed weight limit of trucks from 80,000 pounds to 91,000 pounds. Supporters of the bill say it would make the supply chain more efficient, especially in the shipping and agriculture industries. But there are staunch opponents who say the risks are too great.
Chief Cass Stevens, I know you are a former police chief. You're an advocate for safety on the highways, and this bill is causing you some concern. Can we talk about what it is that you do not like about this bill and how it's going to impact drivers every day?
My biggest concern from a law enforcement perspective, I was a cop for 46 years, police chief, and I'm concerned of the U.S. Department of Transportation study that says 91,000 pound trucks have a 47% higher crash rate. Well, that's a big red flag for me right away. Why would we do that? Also, common sense tells us that heavier trucks require a longer stopping distance. The extra weight's going to overtax their brake system, overtax their suspension system. And the data already shows that trucks weighing that much have a much higher out of service rate. So now I have several red flags why this is a really bad idea.
When we talk about what this would do for infrastructure, do you have concerns there?
Oh, absolutely. And I think your listeners should as well. So we'll talk nationally and I'll talk for your state. So Coalition Against Bigger Trucks did a bridge study. And we found more than 68,000 bridges across the U.S. could not accommodate this extra weight. And the cost to replace or rebuild those bridges is over $78 billion. And so if you want to talk about the bridges in Louisiana, you've got 12,684 bridges in Louisiana. 7,800 of those have already been rated in fair to poor condition by Federal Highway Administration. That's more than 62% of your bridges statewide is already rated bad. And you're one of the top 10 states with the most poor bridges, unfortunately. We also found that 3,200 of those bridges will be at risk and need of replacement to accommodate this weight. That would cost your residents $4.3 billion.
The people who are in favor of this are saying that it's going to address shortages of truck drivers. It also will do things for the agriculture industry and also for the shipping industry as well. What do you say to those people who say that the economy needs this?
Well, first of all, it's being pushed by a very powerful shippers coalition, the food and beverage shippers mainly, the Anheuser-Busch, Pepsi Company, Tyson Foods, large shipping coalitions like that. And so their argument is kind of twofold. Number one, they say, well, if you let us carry more weight on every truck, there'll be fewer trucks on the road. Wouldn't that be a great idea? The problem with that is that was the same argument back in the 80s when we moved up to 80,000 pounds. And all the data from the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration tells us that when we went to 80,000 pounds and the promise of fewer trucks on the road, there's actually been more million miles traveled every year by heavy trucks since then. So that argument doesn't hold then and it does not hold now. Number two, in 2016, USDOT made a report to Congress and said there is not enough data out there to tell us how dangerous 91,000 pound trucks are be. And so they recommended no change to the truck size or weight. So why would we do this?